I was raised like millions of Americans with the whole Santa Jesus thing and the Easter crucifixion thing and all that kind of stupid stuff, tooth fairy, all that. And then you go to school and they teach you about freedom and the Bill of Rights and all this stuff. And you grow up being this idealized, you say the Pledge of Allegiance every day. You're taught that, we're the most exceptional number one motherfuckers in the whole wide world. And, they beat that in your head your whole life. All this religion, whether it's the Virgin Mary and all that crap, or you're the hardcore Pentecostal type speaking in tongues. It's, whatever floats your boat, man. That's the way it used to be, and you grow up thinking that you have freedom and equal opportunity, that everybody is on the same playing field. But once you get that little bit of diploma or whatever, that first little bit of school of hard knocks, some people get it way early in life, some people it comes later. For me, it came fairly early, Like I said, I grew up with this idealized view of what the world was, that I was taught that this is the way it is, and then you discover that that's not the way it works at all, man. The golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. Nah, that's not the way it is in the real world. Real world is he with the gold makes the rules, and the rest of us have to just fucking accept whatever crumbs drop down and from above, I guess that's why all us poor people tend to believe in somebody above, because we've always been at the bottom. And the people at the top, most of them have been there for a long time, for generations, families of them. And they know how to manipulate us and do everything. But for me, all I've ever wanted to do was just live life, like most of y'all. Most people just want to live their life, do their thing. My thing was playing music and just smoking a little weed. But no, can't smoke any weed. And if you're gonna play music, we're gonna fucking hassle you for it and make sure that it's really hard to be a fucking self-employed individual. We're gonna tax you higher than we tax everybody else because you're trying to do it against the system. And for all of you who fucking know what it's like to have to work for a thankless company, all you hear it every day, all these people that put in all this time, and then right before their retirement they get laid off, kicked, shit canned, and a lot of them get their job offered back at half the salary. And a lot of insult to injury going on out there. For some people it does work out, and God bless them. It's, nobody gets out of here alive, though, so don't think you got it made just because you got it made. Yeah. And me, it doesn't matter who's in charge. All I've ever wanted to do was just be able to grow a little bit of pot, because, I can get medical pot, but it's their pot that they grew, and it's all hydroponics, all grown in the chemical soup, It's not grown in the dirt. See, and dirt-grown weed is way superior to hydroponic weed, because no matter what you do hydroponically, you're not going to get all the micro minerals and and nutrients and stuff that are in the soil, and the microorganisms and all that stuff that interacts, that breaks down the food and makes it available to the plant. If you grow a seed in West Virginia and you grow that same batch of seed in Florida, they're not going to taste the same. They're going to have different flavors. And I know all these people, and we got the terpenes, and it's, yeah, that's great, and it does taste and blah blah, but it doesn't have that. I call it the earth buzz. You don't get that Mother Nature earth buzz, man. And but see, it's freedom my ass. I can't even grow a couple of plants for my own consumption, especially in the dry time of year, slow time season, when I ain't making any money in it, and I don't have the money to go to the pot store, even though their deals are fairly good, man, a lot better than street weed ever was. I mean, I can get for $25, I can get 7 grams of decent shake. It's ground weed, they call it, ground flower, but it's easy to roll anyway. As long as you don't twist it too tight. Well, I'm old style. I still roll by hand, and yeah. But at any rate, man, so this whole illusion of freedom, and we're moving into a whole nother level of fuckery, man. Wow. So enjoy, and peace and love.